Hello guys, thank you for tuning in. It's great to have you. Today I'm going to show you what it's like being a student pilot. And stick around till the end where you can learn more about the giveaway. So I'm here at Princeton Airport, located in Princeton, New Jersey, where this is my flight school. Today we're going to be flying a Cessna 152, which is one of the smaller planes. The weather looks fine and it is a bit cloudy, so we might be flying a little bit higher in altitude to avoid the clouds. I'm going to show you what it's like to pre-flight check, which means to make sure that the plane is safe, checking that there's fuel in the plane and things like that. So stick until the end where you'll learn more about this stuff.
Okay, this one you're done with the interior, okay? Then we're going to come and look at what this is called the empennage of the aircraft, okay? So we want to make sure that the empennage is in good condition, no dents, okay? Then we're going to come look at these leading edges, okay? Make sure these are nice and smooth, okay? No dents again, got it? Then we're going to come to this surface, which is our elevators, okay? And make sure these are moving freely. Now everything, all these surfaces are controlled by systems of pulleys and rods and cables, right? So we want to make sure that these connections are all secure. You see there is a connection here. We want to make sure this is nice and secure. And you see this stop here?
Yes.
This surface should sit here, should hit this squarely. Otherwise, if it's too far to the left or right, it may get snag and not operate in flight. There's another stop over here. We want to make sure this is right in the center, okay? And there's another cable up here. We want to make sure this one is nice and secure, okay? Then our rudder is also controlled by these cables, you see? So you want to make sure that this connection from bottom and top is good and these cables are not frayed. Then we're going to look on the opposite side of it, the same thing. Then I'm physically going to go on top, open up the cap and see that we have fuel in there. I'm going to let you do the same thing after I check, okay? And while I'm up here, I'm going to look at the top of the wing as well. And it's full. And the most important to make sure that this is nice and tight. Then we're going to come down here, we look at the tires, make sure that the brake pads are good and the tire is in good condition. We don't have too many bald spots and we have enough brake pads just like a car. Okay? So, and it's good to keep referencing this thing. So we did the cabin, we did the empennage, we did the right wing. Okay? Now we're going to go and test the fuel with this tester. So we have and you see we got some water in here. You see these water droplets?
Yes.
Water is heavier than avgas.
Yes.
So it's going to go to the bottom. So we have to get that out. Still.
Yeah.
That's why we check it. Sometimes there's a lot of water in here. Still.
Yeah. If water gets into the engine, it could cause a combustion issue.
Sure. Okay, we're getting almost out. A little bit left. So this is very important out before every flight, okay? Ooh, wow, still got water in here. See that?
Yeah.
5 minutes later.
All right, I think we got most of it out. Okay? So that's an important thing to do. Then we're going to come and make sure these surfaces, their flaps are secure. This nut has to be nice and tight. Okay? And these railings, you want to make sure that the rivets are secure and these rails and these rollers should be in the right place, okay? If they're too far to the left, too far to the right, that's not good. So we're going to check the security of that. And now we're going to go look at our ailerons. And again, there's a nut here. We want to make sure this is smooth, but also the nut should be tight, okay? And now we're going to come here and we're going to see if we have enough oil in the engine. Get it out. It's like a car, dipstick of a car. It's about 5 quarts. We should not operate with less than 5 quarts. So we have enough for this flight at least. Okay, that's a light combing engine. Now we have propeller. We want to run our hands over them, make sure that the propeller is nice and smooth. There's no nicks or dings or anything like that on it. Because if there are any cracks or so, it could really cause a problem with the air. Half of it could come off. Okay. We're going to come here, make sure this alternator belt is nice and tight. Okay. And in the summer month, it's also very important to look. Birds like to go and make a nest, so it's make sure that there's no junk in here. Otherwise, it can catch a fire.
Yeah.
The spinner has to be secure. The lights are in good shape. That piston, we want to see at least 2.5, 3 inches of piston should be showing. If it doesn't, that means it has collapsed and we have no absorb. Yeah, so we should not fly. Tires should be in good shape. Make sure the fasteners are good again with cotter pins. Okay, these push rods should be in good condition. And also, we want to make sure that all these fasteners are in place. Okay, if there's anything missing or so, you want to come inside and say, hey, something's missing here. Okay, this is part of a pitot-static system. This hole has to be free of any junk or ice. Otherwise, we won't be able to detect our altitude.
Okay.
This is a pitot tube. This is what detects our airspeed. Again, you want to make sure that there's no blockage here. It's very important. Stall warning sign, whistle. This has to be also clear. See, there's a little filter on top of it. That has to be. This is part of the vent for the summertime. We block it so we don't freeze our asses off in there.
We then conducted the same inspection that we did on the right side, but on the left side of the plane.
So, with that in mind, we're done with our pre-flight inspection. We're ready to get inside and clear prop. I'm going to say it loudly so everybody can hear. Okay. So this is our master switch. I'm going to turn it on and.
There's not much film of me flying because as I had control over the aircraft, I couldn't hold the camera. So we flew up for about an hour and I was taught various maneuvers as well as how to trim, the attitude, and how to make a final approach. I then sat down with my instructor and he signed my logbook.
And next time we will be doing these maneuvers.
Beautiful.
Okay?
I really appreciate it. You were awesome.
It was a pleasure. Thank you.
you so much. No, it was a pleasure for me.
Enjoy.
Alright guys, there you have it. That's basically what I go through when I have a flight training lesson. I got my logbook signed, 1 extra hour closer to my private pilot's license and eventually to get my commercial license. So to enter the giveaway for the Impulsive Traveler t-shirt, all you have to do is like, comment, and subscribe to this video, and one random winner will be chosen for a free shirt, and it'll be announced in the next video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you consider subscribing, and until our next adventure, I'll see you guys later.